Lance Young, Let Young Driving Lost Making More Baby. Um, I'm tired of doing these lives about, my cousin and his family. I'm tired of doing them, but I know I was talking to one of my friends and she said I was being messy. I'm not gonna say her name because people get mad we say their names. But the reason why I'm being messy because 2016 he accused me of being messy and I wasn't being messy. I just wanted a birthday shout out. That's all I wanted. You know, um, because he was saying happy birthday to me at first with no problem, and he was saying happy birthday to his friends with no problem, but he just had a problem saying it with me. But then I'm thinking, why is he acting like this? Why is he angry? Why is he treating me bad? I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and the whole time, he wants to not have anything to do with me. But I mean, it's just like if you don't disown somebody, you disown. Don't my dad's side of the family, they don't really know Wayne. I have some cousins that know Wayne, but they're not really that important to him. It's not really they're not really that important to him. So him disowning them not really matter because they're not his family. So they wouldn't care, because it's not his family. But the Jones side of the family, we're related, because my maternal grandparents, are the patriarch was the patriarch and matriarch of the family, so we're all related, that way. I do have a cousin that's a Jones on my dad's side, but that Jones family, I think they're in California, I don't think that was in California at first, but they're in California now. They're not related to my mom's side of the family, so it's no incest there, But if you don't disown somebody, you disown everybody. Don't just disown me. And well, really, only person he speaks to is my sister and my mama. And last time I talked to my mama, he was at the phone with her. He couldn't face her. When he said hi to her, he said hi to her with his head turned. With his head turned. Turned. Well, he had his back facing her when he said hi. He didn't say hi to her in his face, in her face. As I don't know if he had shame or whatever, but you should have shame because I didn't do anything to you. I know now I'm doing something to you now because you you disown me, so I don't care. I mean, I really wanted to end because this is stupid. We're too old to be acting like this, but my problem. I mean, I accept responsibility before I did, but the problem with his mama don't get on him. If she does, she won't say she does. I don't think she say anything to him. As far as her, so, he's an angel. He don't do wrong. He's a saint. But I know, like if my mama was his mama, she would curse him out. Um, if his mama was my aunt Joanne, she would. I ain't gonna say Joanne would curse him out. She'll confirm about it. You know, but like I say, I never met his real daddy. I met Wayne. The man he's named after. But I never met Leon Harris. So I don't know what Leon Harris will say to him about this. Hopefully, Leon Harris will get on him about this. I mean, they'll get on me, that's fine, but you gotta treat everybody the same. The problem with his mama don't treat everybody the same. It's favoritism. That's the problem I have, it's favoritism. I mean, it's not all the same. Yeah, it's not the same. They don't treat people the same. That's what I don't like about them is that they don't treat people the same, and that's what I hate about the whole thing. You know, his mama don't treat people the same. It just it's too much favoritism, and that's not fair. You know, it's really you can't sit there and get mad at me. You can't sit there and get mad at me about something when your son does whatever the hell he wants to do, and you don't say nothing to him. That's the problem I have. You don't say nothing to him, and I really, and I would tell her that, if I was in her face, I would tell her, you don't get on him by anything. You always get on me about something that's not fair. You know, that's what I hate. You know, you gotta you have to spread the anger. You gotta spread the anger. You can't just get mad at somebody. You just can't. My thing is you can't just get mad at somebody about something and not get mad at the other person. You know, I mean, whatever happens, whether he sue me or whatever, or whether he kills me or we get in a fight, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I just know that whatever happens with us, I don't think we ever, I don't think we're gonna make up. But whatever happens, happens. But I just know that my intentions were just trying to get along with him because he's my cousin. We grew up together. We was like brothers. His sister was like my sister. We was all a close family, and everything started shifting. Like when we got in high school, going to Central. When I'm gonna say when I came to Central, because I know before that, we used to dress alike. We used to wear each other clothes. Cause we didn't go to the same school, so we would wear each other clothes. Or we used to buy the same type of clothes. Um, we used to do a lot together, besides his friends, and the friends I had, whatever friends I had, and everything that's changed, like, just because I speak my opinion, and all that, it's like that they don't want you to be yourself, You can't speak your opinion. I understand, I'm riding your car and everything, but I still, I mean, I'm still, being myself, you know, your mom can't talk about nobody. I mean, I'm putting her business out, but at this point, I don't care. I just don't care. I'm not lying about her, but you, Wayne, saying stuff about me, saying stuff to your family about me, they all believing it. They all brainwashed about it. They all believing it, and then it's stuck in their head. And then when I say something, it's like you don't believe me at all because you believe him. And instead you asking me about it, you just run with it. But yeah, you get mad about me talking about you and stuff, But yeah, when I want to talk to you, you don't want to talk to me. But when you want this to end, you have to talk to me, and you still want to not talk to me, that's fine. But I mean, everybody else is gonna be divided, and not get along with each other because we have issues. It's gonna make other people have issues. That's something. that's something that you didn't think about. Thought about how disowning somebody is going to impact everybody else. And that was a smart move for you. You should have thought about how other people is going to react to us not talking to each other. How you disowning me is going to impact everything else because I know I know it was tension between my mama and your mama because of what happened between us. And you didn't think about that. You should have thought about that. The fact that, um, because you're mad at me, you're not speaking to my siblings except for my older sister. You talk to her, but you're not talking to the other ones. And and I know that my brother is like sick. You haven't went to go see him. Your sister haven't went to go see him. None of y'all went to go see him. I know your mama goes over there, and bring, him and my uncle food and stuff. But I don't know if she checks on him. She probably sees her when she goes over there. But I don't. But I don't know. But besides that, that's the whole thing. That she does. She brings them food. But I don't understand how you can drive down John Barrow, see your uncle walking, and not give him a ride, or at least say hi. To be like to your mom, I seen Uncle walking down the street. What? You don't stop? I'm gonna say if it happens once, but if it happens if it was happening a lot and you just drive by and not, stop, that's ridiculous. And Little Rock ain't that big. Little Rock ain't famous Las Vegas or LA or Chicago. Little Rock is a small town compared to those cities. I mean, Vegas ain't really that much bigger than Little Rock, but Little Rock is like spread out. Everything is like spread out. Like the other cities are like cramped together. So people are like cramped together. Like the houses and everything. I mean, the houses are more like cramped together. That like out here, it's not big yards. Or just maybe you have a mansion or something. May have a big yard and stuff, but I know like out here, everything is built high. Like the houses here are built like high. It's like smaller yards here. It's not like big yards and stuff like that. I mean, I never been a yard person anyway. I never been a yard person. Never been a yard person. Even if I did have a house, I would like if I had a house out here, of course it'd be rocks and everything, but I just never been a yard person. I'm not a yard person, not a garden person. I mean, it is good to grow a garden, have your own vegetables and everything, but I've never been a garden person. And I don't like Mother Nation and everything, like animals and everything. I don't like animals. Besides dogs. I mean, I like cats too, but I'd rather have a dog than a cat, but I just never been a yard person. But as far as I'm concerned, I just since you did what you did, you want to do what you did. I don't care about talking about you and stuff now because you chose to do this. You didn't have to do this for you to be and like you're religious and everything. If you would have went to your preacher, if you still go to church, I don't even go to church now. I assume you do. I don't know. I assume you probably still go to church. and you put your Mason every day. If you went to your Mason brothers and be like, I'm his on my cousin, they probably told you don't do it. You went to your reverend and be like, I'm his on my cousin, they would have told you not to do it. No, you're not talking to me one thing, but family functions, you still have to see me. Now, I'm sure, if somebody else, if your family die, you probably won't invite me anyway. I probably won't be allowed to go. That's fine. But since I know you gonna do that, I'm gonna do the same thing. Like my brother said, he needs a heart. He may die. If he don't get a heart. I do not want you there. The only person that can come, um, Braylon, Haley, and Jameson can come. But if Braylon is talking shit about me, he won't be allowed to come. If Haley talking shit about me, if I hear them talking shit about me, they won't be allowed to come. They come, they better be quiet. Don't say nothing to me. No shit talking, cause I know y'all talk shit about me in front of them. So I wouldn't have them come if they'll talk shit about me. Now, Jameson is more innocent, and I heard he's autistic, which he had no control over that. That's like his mama and his daddy J's. And knowing Siobhan, she probably was getting high and drinking when he was pregnant, so that can contribute to you being autistic. And all the weed smoking and drinking and the hoeing and stuff. You see how kids turned out. And I just know that all the babies that you and Charlotte aborted, if y'all would have the babies, you would be really would be want to have a big family. But have our abortion, Charlotte, you sure messed up your body. You should have been having sex with birth control. But I never had a problem with Charlotte, but her talking shit about me too. I don't have time for it. And then for you to be so I'm for my man and everything. They love to double team you and stuff, and other times why he cheat on you and stuff. Siobhan and Yvonne knew, and they didn't say nothing. I just knew about the prom date, but he he didn't tell me he didn't have sex with her, but one lies to he could have had sex with their prom dates. I'm not gonna say her name because that's my class and I've been knowing her since Shanghai. I'm not finna bring her into this, but you should know by now one is a hoe. But he told me she didn't want to do it, but he does lie. He is a player. So but I didn't want this to happen. I did not want this to happen. I mean, I wanted to confront Wayne when I first found out he was talking about me, but Frank told me don't say nothing to him, and I respect her wishes. You know, but y'all chose to, do this, I mean, you chose. I mean, y'all chose, to disown me. Really, it's really what Wayne doing, but y'all gonna take Wayne's side, and y'all ain't gonna want to talk to me either. But it was never about y'all. It was always about Wayne. But I mean, I already know that the relationship is doomed anyway. But it is what it is. I just hope that I just hope that this is the last time I have to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this no more. But I just know if I get triggered, or if I see y'all in person, y'all want to act a fool and everything, then I will do another video and talk shit. But I mean, I can always delete the videos, I can always delete them, I want to have a relationship, I mean, I really don't think Wayne will ever have a relationship with me again because he's that stubborn. But I mean, I can always delete the videos, but but he doesn't think about this before he did it. He's that stupid. Oh, I'm gonna disown my cousin. I don't care about what the Masons think. I don't care about what nobody else thinks. I want everything to do with my cousin because I can't stand him. My cousin embarrassed me. He's not popular. He's a dork. You know, he's a dweeb or whatever he says. I mean, I know what he's saying, but I'm not gonna say all this on the video. But that what he thinks. He's still in that school mindset to where being popular, is everything, and not being popular is nothing. But you can't go around, disowning your family because you're embarrassed by somebody. That's stupid. That's childish stuff. How you can be a father, you have a son, you have a family. You're supposed to be amazing. You're supposed to set an example. You're supposed to be the man of the family. Uh, the blueprint. You're supposed to be the blueprint of the family. You're supposed to be the family sponsor, I guess. The popular person of the family, and you choose to do this. You're the oldest grandson, and you choose to do this without thinking about the consequences. I'm sure I'm gonna have consequences of what I do too, but I didn't know if I was an older grandson, I would have never did this to my younger cousins or my younger siblings. I would have never, or my aunts and uncles. I mean, I would never do this to anybody in the family. You know, I would have never did this. And granddaddy warned you when we was kids. He warned you about high society Negroes, and he told you about him and his cousin Homer. Cause Homer, and his family did the same thing. They did the same thing, and then his brother, I think his brother Grover did the same thing. Disowned the family and all that stuff. I mean, you heard you was told about this. You was told about this, and you still decide to do this anyway. Not caring about how it will impact the family, not giving a damn. Just a selfish. You just selfish. Really selfish. It don't make sense, for you to do this. I would never thought in a million years that you would do this. I mean, I knew you was faking stuck up and everything, but I just never thought you would do this. I mean, I already knew you was stuck up and faking everything. I mean, I already knew that, but you're still my cousin, regardless. If we will still be talking or not or whatever. You still my cousin. But at least I can say you're still my cousin. I bet you don't claim me no more. I bet when people mention my name, you get mad. But when they mention your name, I just say, he disowned me. He don't talk to me. You know, that's what I tell people. I still tell people you're my cousin. You know what I mean? I'm not finna be ashamed, because my cousin disowned me. I'm not finna be ashamed about it because that's he did to me. Different Bible did to you, but I would have had to not do it. If I would have, I would never heard the end of it. But I'm just not that type of person to disown somebody. But me, you know what I mean? I live out of state anyway. Well, I don't understand why's the point you disown me if I live out of state. I mean, I come to town at least once a year unless something happens. I just, I don't understand what was the reason of you disowning me. Why? I mean, what is that gonna do? What is disowning me go do? What is it gonna prove? Like I say, I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. The Jones family drama. You know, and the guilds and everything, they still give me love. They don't care how I live my life. They still love me. No matter who I choose to be with. I mean, I'm not with nobody. I'm single. I'm not claiming nobody. I'm claiming myself. I'm a loner. I like being alone. I don't really like to be bothered. I mean, I can't really. I may eventually be in a relationship one day, but right now, I'm just a loner. I mean, sex here and there, blah blah, whatever. I'll probably end up in a nursing home, maybe. Hopefully, I can stay in my house as long as I can be like my mom, still be in her house, in her home, until she died. But I just, I just couldn't dream of disowning my family. My cousins or brother and sister, auntie, grandparents, whatever. I just could not dream of doing it. What? How would it benefit me if I disown my family? Yeah, these people. Yeah. Oh, I mean, how it's gonna benefit me by disowning somebody in my family? That, like I'm saying, I mean, how it's gonna benefit me by disowning somebody in my family? If I'm gonna get a check for it, if I'm gonna get promoted, if I'm gonna get the dream job by disowning my family, how it's gonna benefit me? It's not. it's gonna cause a lot of misery and heartbreak. No, nobody wins in that situation. Like I said, it causes a lot of problems, and I just wish you would have asked somebody before you did it, but your dumb ass just did it for the hell of you know. I mean, did you ask your mom about it before you did it? Did you ask your wife about it before you did it? You just decided to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off this video because I ranted enough. I'm gonna put a picture of them in my prayer. But like it's not benefiting me by doing these videos. But my main thing is, I mean, I don't care about being messy because I was accused of being messy. I wasn't trying to be messy. Now I don't care, I don't care. Since you don't care about my feelings, how disowning me, it really hurting me, you doing it, because I didn't do nothing to you. Originally, I didn't do nothing to you. Since you did it, you decide, to push me to the side, I don't care about hurting your feelings. But like I said, I can delete the videos. I can make up with you. I want to make up with you, but I already know you're not gonna make up with me. No, because you're that selfish. You're that cold and low down. Like you never care about me in the first place, so you don't care. Because you're not a good person, and that's really fucked up and everything. All the gifts I gave you, you know, all the gifts I gave you and your wife and your son, all the gifts I gave your mama, all the gifts I gave your sister, Haley, I mean, I never gave James anything because, I was already son when he was born. I mean, and I would have gave Braylon something for him graduating because I gave Ashley, well, I shouldn't say their names, I gave all my nieces and nephews some when they graduated. So I would have gave Braylon something too when he graduated, but you don't seem to care about that. Whatever is whatever, whatever. But yeah, I really need to get off of here, really do. I just, oh my God. But yeah, let me get off of here. I really need to get off of here, but it is what it is. He hates my guts. His mama hates my guts. Siobhan hates my guts. Charlotte hates my guts. The kids probably hate me too, even though they don't really know me. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification down below. She's gonna say something for you to speak out. Wash the touch your hands. Be social distant. Um, yeah, wash your hands. Be social distant. Wear a mask when needed. Cover mouth, cough, sneeze again. Let John drive. Law babies, more baby. Thank you for listening. Y'all have a good day. Peace out, and we'll see if he sues me or not, or if he kills me or beat me up or whatever, or confronts me, or have somebody do something to me. We'll see what happens. because I mean, wouldn't be smart because I'm standing on here. They can go back and see me saying this. So it wouldn't be smart for you to do it because I'm already thinking you go do it. I don't really care, you know. I mean, I value my life and everything, but at the same time, you know, I'm still gonna speak. I'm still gonna say what I want to say because I have the right to speak up, you know. But anyway, thank you. Have a good day. Peace.